That's
can't.
huge.
That's a
Yeah,
shame.
yeah. We've measured her at about 4'11",
What's your
just under 5 foot.
what's your surprise, girl?
Colubrids are very nippy, I find, Carly.
Our other corn's the
Oh
same
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
colubrids do bite, Carly.
but
I
it's
got chastised once for saying that they're kind of spastic and hard to handle, and I was made to go sit in the corner and think about what I said.
Oh, she got a read it, or however you say it, right? Did I say it
Oh,
right?
retic, nice. Hey, next Wednesday we have a retic breeder on, so check us out next Wednesday at 7.
That would be cool. They're illegal here, so we can't have them. We
Same
love
here.
you.
Same here.
That's
The last
awesome.
2 years.
Hey Allison.
Read there's so many reptiles here that are illegal. Tegus are
Yep.
illegal here.
You know, they've been spotting. I've read some good the actual animal, the service down there, the Fish and Game, with GPS coordinates where they're finding adult and juvenile Brazilian rainbow boas. It's actually just west of Biscayne Bay. They found there's
Yep.
like at least 7 coordinates now where they've been documented.
It's funny because I actually just saw that this morning. They found like 3 different large ones. Over 4 foot.
I'm ready to go herp, and I'm gonna hit the car and come down there. I will deal with the parasites and put them through treatment. If I
You
get
know
some
what?
free
Let's go.
BRBs,
I'll show you the way.
dude, I literally
thanks,
want to do that so
girl.
bad.
You're being so kind to me. Somebody asked where we're from. We're in South Florida. Good night. Sleep well. I wish I
Nope.
could move to the UK.
Oh, nice UK friends. That's awesome.
We
We've
got
got
lots
UK
of UK
friends. It's
friends.
great.
Just got a Tegu in Washington State. No idea where he came from. Oh, that's crazy.
They could be nasty.
Thank you, TNA.
I'll find you a house over here.
Why don't you take out the boa?
Yeah, because Jafar is just not wanting to.
He's
sell.
Yeah, you guys, man, if you guys want to take us on a tour of like your enclosures, I'm sure there's going to be questions about husbandry on a different species and stuff.
We
So
could
you
do
guys are
that.
welcome to take us, show us isopods and spiders, and I want to see more of your little spicy centipedes too. Those things were
Okay.
rad.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So I'm gonna turn the camera around so we can show you. Let me see.
Really?
All right. Well, let's start. We'll just start right here because we're nice and easy. This is a Cuban false chameleon setup. So you can see it's nice and humid, nice and wet. Right there. Hello. What's up? So this is Elvira.
It's not on.
Oh, what? Oh, jeez.
There you
it
go.
is. Now we're showing. Okay. This is Elvira. You can see very curious. Hello.
Oh, that.
This is its setup. So we have it in, what is this,
Pretty
4
big.
4 feet? I think
Yeah.
it's just 3 or 4 feet tall. Got a
Wow.
lot of arboreal
Cuban
space.
Falls, yes, Taylor. It's a Cuban.
It is a
Falls.
Cuban false, yeah. There's only one in here. We had 2 at one point. For those who know, Morticia had passed away from previous illnesses.
Yep.
We couldn't save her, but so this is our whole setup. She's got little water dishes down there. She doesn't use them. We have to spray her directly. They will not go towards water unless it's moving. So, and I haven't set up a system.
Wow. Yeah, I remember when Morticia passed. I had sent my condolences to
Yeah.
JoJo.
It was.
I know you guys are really touched by that, and that I know you
Yeah.
guys try a lot for all of your animals.
Yeah, that was our baby, and we put a lot of work into it. So it was definitely a sad moment. This here, I don't know where.
Are those
he's sitting.
Cuban falsino? Are they able to be cohab safely as adults?
So, from my understanding, they can only be cohabbed if they have been raised together. These 2 were bought as a pair. Oh, I actually have a shed in there. Look at that. Let me get that out real quick. They were raised as a pair, so it wasn't. They were already together. I don't know if you can take 2 from different sets and. Oh, you really rough this. Can you hold this really quick? I can't get it out.
No problem. The other one.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
He usually pops his head out and checks out what we're doing.
So that's a full sock. Perfect. Kind of pooped on it a little bit, but that's okay. put that up there for right now.
Does it matter? Okay, so are they? Does it matter if they're male, female, female?
So we were sold them as female. We believe that they sexed it wrong, and this one that is here now is actually a male. The only reason we still call him Elvira is because I
That
changed
was
the name.
his name.
You know.
So now he's Sir Elvira.
So yeah, he's Sir Elvira now.
I always think of that old country song by the Oak Ridge Boys. Elvira.
Giddy up a boom, pop a mow, mow.
Elvira.
They never fought each other. They actually hung out with each other quite a bit. I don't know where he is.
Bring it. Bring the questions, guys. Bring the questions.
Oh,
Smash
there he
that
is.
screen. Tap that screen. Show some
no,
love.
what'd I
Get
do?
it out there. Let's
I don't
get
know what I did.
Come on, come on, come on.
There we go. You gonna come out and say hi? Nope.
No,
you
you
immediately
couldn't
went
say
in. All right. We'll move on to the one I can actually grab.
Look at all. I love your guys' enclosures, man. I hate that anyone ever. We don't have to dwell on it, but I hate that anyone ever throws static your way at all, man. That's you guys
Yeah,
got some great setups.
We put a lot of time and work into it, so
Say,
that's fine. Yeah, no, that's
ask all the
totally fine.
questions,
Yeah.
girl.
Ask away. So this is a hog nose setup. As you can see, we keep it relatively dry. We don't like the humidity too high for this one. Joanna's gonna hold the phone while I grab the baby. Hello.
Thank you, Stinger. Appreciate you.
So this is our baby Western hog nose. Get it in the
Ooh,
light
thank
there.
you.
It was just sleeping, so it's a little dazed because I just yoinked it out. But this is our hog nose. His name is Odin.
Oh yeah, he was on the last promo I did for yesterday.
Yes.
Yep. So this is
Thank you,
probably
guys.
our most docile snake out of everything.
But he's only
Really?
docile until you pull him out. He does his little hisses and his little fake temper tantrum, and like he does not. Oh my goodness! Thank you, guys.
That was a new
wow.
gift in the gift category library here. That's kind of cool.
See, this is why I say we have to go live more because I like interacting and stuff.
Keep that love coming in, guys. Show some love. Show some love.
You know what? Joanne? Everyone says how much we have people that come on from Instagram that have never touched this format at all. And I have a guest login account, and they come over here, and they're used to YouTube, droll and serious. And they come over here, and they're like, at the end, by the time we're halfway through it or at the end, they're like, that was so much fun. I love the interaction.
I love
And
it.
I'm like, see, people always poo-poo on TikTok, but we love the format and how just connected you are with people at en masse, and like the constant ongoing fun. I mean, I like it.
Okay, Aaron, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the follows, guys. Yeah, see, he's gonna be a little spicy now, probably.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Oh yeah. He's fired up now.
he's got the zoomies.
We'll close that before he decides to zoom me on.
Oh,
out.
I put my arm in
Thanks for
front
coming
of
through,
him.
Fallen Angel. Appreciate you.
So how many reptiles do y'all have total?
Lots.
Oh yeah, species
Four.
breakdown. Species breakdown. I like this.
Yeah, there we go.
You didn't know there was a pop quiz, did you, Alex?
9, 10.
Then we want subspecies and
Ha!
I'd say
subcategories.
around.
Genus.
You know what?
familia.
I could probably name them all right now from memory.
Exotics, like too damn many, right?
So let me try. Ready? Hognose up here, Mexican black down here, high white up here, sand boa here, Cuban false, sandfish skink, salamander, tiger salamander, tomato frogs.
Those aren't reptiles.
Those aren't reptiles. I'm just naming everything. Hedgehog, axolotls over there, crocodile skink, paludarium, 2 Pac-Man frogs, pixie frog on the other side, growth tank for plants on the other side. What is he? Bullfrog over there too, and 2. Oh, I'm gonna announce the new pet right now.
No.
So we've got curly hair tarantula, dart frogs, millipedes, and Asian forest scorpion. Vinegaroon, Lipless scorpion, Death Stalker, Striking
That sounds friendly.
Tarantula. I'm doing this all from memory. So Death Stalker, Death Fiending beetles. In the other room, we've got Chewy, Gargoyle Gecko, Leechy Gecko, all the centipedes on the wall, Blizzard Corn Snake. What is he called? Legless Lizard, Halloween Crabs, Bird Eater,
Oh,
Orange Baboon,
there you go. Green bottle blue.
Green Bottle Blue, Skeleton Leg, Crested Gecko, Baby Centipedes, Uromastics. In the other room, we've got Mojo Blue Tongue Skink, Boa, Jafar, Ball Python. In the back is the garter snake, and all the spiders are against the wall. Jinx and Binks outside, Tarot and Oracle outside. What did I forget?
All the spiders.
Well, I didn't want to name them all. That's a lot. There's like 40 there.
Are you kidding me?
Do it.
Southern crevice spider, regal jumping spider, metallic pink toe. We have a baboon. We have
Indian ornamental.
ornamental. We have a desert hairy scorpion. We have an emerald spider. We have a Mexican fire leg, Guatemalan sun tiger, a Brazilian.
Goliath Pinkfoot, Cobalt Blue.
No, what? Balthazar. Oh. I'm gonna draw a blank.
Purple.
No.
Red Bloom.
Red
Ecuadorian
Bloom,
Red
yeah.
Bloom.
Ecuadorian red bloom. Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn, I messed up.
So that's like 52 species.
Oh, I think that's a lot more than 52.
She probably didn't name everything.
I didn't name all the spiders. We honestly have like 40 species of spiders.
We have a
You did
stripe.
all that. You did all that
Cobalt
just
blue.
under 3 minutes.
And what about now? One of my loves, isopods.
That's a lot.
What do you got in isopods? And people want to
That's
see
So-
tarantulas.
So right now I have 5 different types of isopods.
Let me nerd out. Tell me.
So I have rubber duckies. I
Yes!
have golden nuggets. I have, of course, I have the dwarf whites and the common powder blue, powder oranges, things like that. Right now, I have I have just like little pods of them separated into bins, and I'm going to be distributing out to tanks. So I'm just going to show those because it's way
Rubber
easier.
duckies.
Hold on 1 second.
Are your duckies producing for you?
Rookie numbers. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, so it's super slow. We have had a few extra rubber duckies show up, but nothing too crazy. So these are, where are they all? There they are. So these are the powder blue, powder oranges that I'm going to be separating out. I have a new tank that we're setting up, so I like to separate everything to make sure that it's all kosher and they're all good to go.
Little known fact, I used to be known as Isoviva from like 2018 to 2021, and I read about 20 species and sold enclosures literally worldwide on the enclosures.
Yeah. It's a fun hobby. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I do be forgetting them. These ones have all kind of buried down. I haven't separated these ones out. There's some dead ones there.
Well, as long as they get moisture, they're good. That's the thing about them. They're pretty resilient.
Yeah, it's so like I said. So I have bigger bins, and then I have that one's my empty one. Have dwarf whites going down here. A lot of powder blues, powder oranges at the bottom there.
Dwarf
Oh,
whites are
man.
the A1 custodian, aren't they? They're the best.
They are. They're fun.
They ain't much to look at, but they are
Yeah.
the best.
I wasn't expecting to be
Why don't
showing
we-
off all the
Why
other
don't we
ones.
announce the new animal?
I just quickly moved the camera so that it wasn't showing that actually.
Yes, Roly Poly, we were talking isopods there. RC, thanks for joining.
So we did get a new animal today. We have built a little tank for him, or them, I should say.
Uh-oh.
And,
Plural.
We're going to be moving it around, so it's not going to be in the spot that you're seeing it now. However, we're going to show them off because they're cool little creatures. I'm not going to say whether they're a fish or not because I don't know. They do some things like a fish and some things.
Jellyfish. I'm just guessing here.
No,
You should
no.
open your own shop.
Tide
We've
pool
been
sea
talking-
urchins.
So we've been talking. Oh, geez, there's a lot of comments. My favorite people.
Hey, sorry for missing all that. But yeah, so anyways,
Everybody.
they are.
Okay, so let's see.
Switch it around. They
So
are.
multiple people guessed it. Oh,
Mud skippers.
Mud skipper. Nice.
Cool.
So we ended up setting up a nice little brackish tank for them. I got it all
Cool.
going and circulated, tested out right. So we went and scooped them up.
look at them! Look at their little
That's
eyeballs.
cool.
They are very, very cool, very interesting. Might be able to.
Thank you, King. Thank you, clowns. Thank
So
you, guys.
is there a certain water temp they need to be kept at, or
So not water temp, but salinity. They need brackish
Salinity.
water. So it's basically salt and fresh mixed, and it's got to test at like, what is it, 10?
Yeah, it's at the 10 mark.
So you're
TBM.
basically putting fresh water in here and slowly adding salt water and testing it every time you add a little bit to make sure you're getting it to that exact
Yeah.
salinity.
okay?
Especially with such a small water column, you've got it's a kind of a small margin there, isn't it?
Hey, Brittany. It's not a stupid question. They're not snails. They're actually mud skippers. Oh, he's gonna go eat.
They're a version. They're an offshoot from the fish family, if I'm correct, right? They are
They are.
considered fish, but can also breathe on land. Modified gills, lungs. They're very unique.
Yes.
It's cool because I call them like land fish, kind of.
Yep.
Land fish.
They,
So you can see we created an area where there's like a little deep area here. Then there's land here. Then it creates a channel of water through here. There's more land here. There's an area to get out here. And then there's a really deep end with a hide and rocks to climb on here. And a filter running the tank.
Very cool. Very nice setup.
Thank you, guys.
I love it. They
Oh,
are
come on.
cute.
Eat for them, guys.
So what are they eating there? Is that the blood worms or what?
Bloodworms, yes,
bloodworms, yeah.
yes.
Okay.
If he's gonna do it,
and it looks like they're letting all of the bloodworms escape.
instead of going to eat.
Eh.
Jeez Louise. He's like, you're watching me. I don't want to eat right now. I love you
Those
too,
are so
Clown.
cool.
You guys are awesome. We love all of you. There's days where I'm just having a bad day and like I'm feeling it and I'm depressed and I'll get on TikTok and y'all's videos make my day. Everybody's. Seeing your animals and seeing everybody's stuff like sometimes just keeps me. Ask Alex. Isn't there days where I'm just depressed and I spend a lot of time on TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they're mud skippers.
You're absolutely right on that. You're right. You get on here and it does. Like I do the lives and it just changes things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a community. I think
Yeah.
we built
It
a
changed your whole
community.
day.
Yeah.
Your videos make my day, says Ashley. It's true. Sometimes they're so funny and just like you dancing in the kitchen and stuff, and you
We
two
like
not
to have
giving a
fun.
fuck and just being crazy and silly. It definitely is something. I mean, that's got to be part of your social media allure is that
Oh,
you
it
guys
is.
do
I-
such fun content so frequently. I think that people can't help but like it. And that's really, I mean, that's why we want you guys on is because we like to have different people from different angles and different flavors. And you guys have been strong on social media here for a while. And just the sheer vastness of your collection is
Yeah.
interesting to all kinds of people. So you combine that, and it's exactly the flavor of the show that how we started in Dread. You remember episode 1? I know we got some people here that have been here since episode 1 with
Yeah,
Casey,
yeah.
who was multi-species and had more elaborate enclosures that were, interesting to look at and had more enrichment. And that's how we started the show, because I felt like she really kind of encompassed what we were shooting for. Not just breeders, not just hobbyists, but super big pros pulling down six figures, to people that are really knowledgeable or niche, to people that are just entertaining. And so that's why I like us to not be pigeonholed, man. And you guys are a perfect, I think, embodiment of what the show goes for, which is fun, silly, unapologetic, and a lot of different things. And so we love it.
We really appreciate that. Yeah, we definitely do it for fun. It's a awesome hobby. It can become a lot sometimes, but it's great. Where is he?
He's probably in there.
No, he's not.
Tanya's asking what kind of isopod can she put in a desert bioactive enclosure for a bearded dragon?
The Porcelio species, they're bigger, they're flatter,
Just beware, your beardy's probably gonna eat them.
Yeah, it's gonna pick him off.
through that.
Beardies
Yeah,
like
they're
to
also
eat.
not cheap.
You're gonna
So,
have
like-
a. Where is he? He's got to be in his log. He has to be in there. Let me here. Hold this. Let me find out.
Who are we looking for here?
Thank you, Taylor. Our boa, he's one of our newer snakes, and he's a cool dude, but he's camouflaging.
Oh yeah,
They're in dwarf whites. There you go. There's a great suggestion.
He got out.
He could. No way. There's no way.
He's in there somewhere.
So, Dread, with the Mud Skippers, we get to say it again. You heard it here first on Naughty Business. You saw
It's
it here
true.
first for the
Live
first time.
first, right on Naughty Business. A lot of world's first, right?
Almost
here on
every
Naughty.
week we say that with something
Every
new.
week. See something new on Naughty Business Live. It happens.
Well, look what I found.
There he is.
Hey, buddy. Oh, there's your pretty head. What's up?
Cozy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get you out of there. Don't strike me, please.
No, he's coming out. He said, "Hey, y'all."
No, he's.
No, he's coming out.
Yeah, there you go. Come on out. Come on. You're fine.
But why? I was napping.
Come on. He naps 90% of the day.
Yeah, I thought that they were really super tree snakes, but he kind of just balls up and sleeps.
Come on, my guy. You're really locked in there.
He identifies as a ball python.
Right.
Come on. I know.
Did you assume his gender or
Oh my-
his species?
Oh my gosh, the ignorance.
Hello?
He's cool. He's definitely curious.
He's
There we go.
he's still young, so he's a Nicaraguan, 100% het cow albino, and he's one of our only snakes that we know the morph to.
100% het call. Super cool. Yeah, Nicaraguans are very cool.
He's pretty docile. He's still getting used to it, human touch. Thank you, Bree.
So the really cool thing about him, and we're not going to be able to show you, but when you walk outside with him and let that natural sunlight hit off him, he shimmers.
So does
Oh, yeah.
Constrictly Business's rainbow boas.
Oh,
He
yeah.
breeds them.
I want a rainbow so bad.
He breeds them.
Dude,
Yeah,
hopefully.
he's beautiful.
Doxy Mom wants to know how big he will get.
This one, he could be anywhere between
5
5
foot?
feet and 6.5, maybe. We did get a male on purpose. Females get much bigger.
Yep.
It's so funny, guys. I had the guy in the store insisted it was a male that I was getting, and I said, sex him. And I made them. Oh, I can't say that word on here.
I said it earlier.
You did. But I
I've
was
never
telling
known.
him. I was telling him he had to do it in front of us, and so he did it, and it turned out to be a female. So I was like, see, I told you. That's why you've got to do that. Thank you for the follows, guys.
Since that has happened, I have also genderized it myself, and it is definitely 100% male. For anyone who knows, it's always fun popping a snake. Isn't it? I'm a big man. It's crazy to think that such a small head can swallow such big prey.
Oh,
Right.
isn't it though?
It's
It's
crazy how
amazing.
he stretches. Just
They
We-
dislocate their
Open up.
jaw to be able to wrap it around.
Yes,
It's
courts. We
insane.
can have ball pythons and we can have most like milk snakes and stuff like that. What we really can't have whatsoever is any venomous snake and the bigger snakes like the retics. Which stinks because some of those are fun snakes.
It's irresponsibility with some people. We go down to our Everglades, and it's a perfect example of why certain people
So
shouldn't have
no, hogs are allowed. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Just because of the gland in the back. Have you always had reptiles? He has. My mom and dad tried to raise me to not like them, and I
So-
was always considered the weird family member for catching lizards and making them.
Freak!
So let's dive into my history a little bit. I grew up with a very through and through redneck grandfather who hunted and fished and did
For a
everything for himself and others to the point where he would trade the meats and his produce for things that he would need that he couldn't do. He ended up growing vegetables, etc., etc. So I literally grew up in the woods. Because of this, we had pets that many people, might find a little out there. Like foxes that wouldn't leave our yard, so we just built a pen and let them be there. They were very mean. They were not nice, and they were
Squirrels.
They were not a fun animal to have. I had raccoons because my grandfather just liked this one raccoon. He brought it home, and then that raccoon attracted another one, and he caught that one as well.
Thank you, Kay
He
Slay.
kept them for like 4 years, and then that was that. They unalived from old age. It was a fun upbringing. We had a
Squirrel.
giant tank with snakes, and also we had different like tanks lined up, and all different things. It was crazy. We did have squirrels.
But being that his grandfather was like a redneck, he would be like, "Go get some dirt from outside."
Yeah, like he didn't
And-
do it right. And obviously, as a kid, I didn't know, so it's not like I could be like, "Grandpa, what are we doing?"
We
know?
grew up.
Like-
We actually grew up here together in South Florida, basically in the swamp, and we actually went to school together in high school, and we knew each other in ninth grade. And his family member was actually my best friend my whole childhood. So we've known each other forever.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's super cool.
I'm in Washington, so there's like garter snakes in my area, and that's it.
Oh,
You know what's neat about Florida? Because I'm not from there, but I did live in Clearwater for about 5 years.
Okay.
Florida, all of the nature, for anyone who's not been there, I don't just mean went to Disney World, but I mean like actually gone out and been there, whether it's
Yeah.
on the water, seeing the birds overhead, the plant life, or reptiles, or even just mammals. That whole place, every bit of nature is on steroids. I mean, the birds are the size of pterodactyls. The fish, you could throw an empty hook in the ocean and off of like a boat, a little ways off, and catch something every cast almost. I mean, like it's just incredible.
You can actually look up a video that was released not too long ago of a guy catching a massive grouper off of nothing but a wrench that he tied a hook to.
Yeah.
Like a big silver wrench, and it caught it. Yeah, Florida is
Wow.
definitely a different breed.
Alex has had to carry me away from gators and stuff because I try to like say hi to them and I'm not supposed to apparently.
Florida is a fun state. What do you mean you can't take it? It's great. It's always an adventure. Even when you stay in the concrete jungle, there's definitely going to be some kind of craziness.
Oh yeah, there's a knolls that run around, and if you're down south closer to you guys, there's or Miami side, there's iguanas even. Gosh, that's crazy.
Oh, we have iguanas everywhere. I could
Do you?
take you to a spot where you could see like 40 of them within 2 seconds. Like they're just yeah.
Madagascar day geckos.
Crazy.
On our patio right now, uninvited, there are brown anoles, agamas, curly tail lizards, toads, tree frogs. I found
The glass frogs.
glass frogs. There's spiders that have made home everywhere. Oh my god.
Becky, look at her.
Her butt.
So this is our ball python, Nyx.
Yeah.
Being extra.
Mine do that at night too.
Earlier, she
Rhino
was,
iguanas are cool, Tanya.
So she likes usually like she'll sit right here and didn't mean to bump you there, girl. Sorry. She'll sit like right here. She'll curl up and she'll lay her tail down through, and she will usually just kind of like rest her head going up this stick here, and then later on in the night she'll move to this back corner over here, and then ultimately up under her water because why use hides that are everywhere. So earlier she was doing this crazy thing where she was up here, but she had her head elongated out and was almost like how it's stargaze. It's not necessarily a good thing all the time. She was almost doing that, but she was fine. She was just looking around, kind of just turning her head left and right and looking up, just kind of hanging out. And now that's literally what she's doing. She's literally looking out. Mind you, this is our bed. This is where we sleep. And just to add on to that, these are all tarantulas or scorpions. Those are all tarantulas or scorpions.
Are the pictures still above your headboard there where she pranked you?
Yes.
Show them.
Yes, these are the pictures.
Yes, that was a great post you guys put out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That was. I'm sure you guys loved it. But
Always a good sport.
So
Let's see if we
these
can
are
see some of them.
these are all of these spiders. This side I think is all tarantulas. It is all tarantulas except this one crevice spider right
She's
here.
in here. You can see.
Shine the
her.
light. See the crevice spider. That's all.
Oh man, that's cool.
No, that's our big girl. She has
Ooh, scary. I got the.
Where do they come from?
She actually I'm not. I think this one might be Western United States. I'm not 100%
No,
sure.
well, it could be southwest because it's a southern.
I'm not 100% sure. This one was a gift from a friend.
It's like the body style, and I'm not a spider expert. Forgive me. People in the comments help me out. It's the body style of the widow and that type of a more menacing look, but it's like super huge. That's freaking cool.
Ugh.
Can you see her?
Yeah, I don't think we could see her. There's probably more out though.
Here.
What's up, Kyle?
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
That's our pumpkin patch. Oh, if I could stop.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's our pumpkin patch. She is, I want to say like a year and a half old. Somewhere in there. We got her as a little sling. She's grown
Oh, you
quite a
just
bit.
bought another tarantula. That's cool.
So I just kind of see her butt there.
How do y'all like that enclosure right there, or that type
We
of?
like these.
We like them. They are very secure. If you trying to light up, yeah. So like if you look, you have to slide it back and then lift. It creates like a little lip here and it locks into place.
Very good.
It's actually really nice. It's super simple. You can take it all the way off, get all the way in there. They're actually really, really nice. I thoroughly enjoy them.
Yeah, centipedes are venomous.
Clown, I was an arachnophobe literally 4 years ago. I to the point where I would cry. As a grown man, I would cry at the sight of them. I would have to call my brother and stuff to like unalive them or move them or whatever he did. At the time, I didn't really care what he did. So yeah, hold on one second. We left Nix's enclosure there. So this here is our striped devil scorpion. As you can see, it's on the lid. If Joanna takes the phone here, I'll actually.
Oh
open
yeah,
it.
those are cool.
Those are neat enclosures, man. Wow.
Yeah, they are.
So that's our.
He's not too happy, I don't think.
Yeah, he's actually really mad right now.
Yeah, when they arch their tail up more, that means more agitation, right?
Yeah.
He's a little mad. So
I think he can also feel my finger near the bottom of him because I just accidentally poked the bottom of him. So he's probably trying to figure out what that was as well.
through the
So.
screen.
Yeah, there's like a little screen here, so I touched him.
All right,
I didn't mean to.
you got bit by a Vietnamese forest centipede and never felt more pain. We don't handle them.
Yeah, I've heard those are pretty tough.
So this here is our Ecuadorian red boom. Comes out and just sits there every now and again.
What kind again? Are you talking about the scorpion?
If you're talking about the scorpion, it's a striped devil. If you're talking about the spider, it's a Ecuadorian.
Pretty.
This
I
is
love
probably
it.
one of our most gorgeous ones.
Thank you, Miss Peaches.
Yeah, that salmon color. I like that.
That one is nice. Very striking.
So this is a Mexican fire leg. This is actually, if anyone has been following us for a long time, this is the one that
Escaped.
It got out. It escaped. We had an old acrylic case that had a rubber band that kind of went, and it opened up the back. Since then, we do not use those acrylic cases anymore. I suggest that if you do, you watch those. We found that in the middle of the living room. It's a video that you should check out if you can.
Wow.
She's in her little crazy. You can hardly see her. But you can see the legs. They're kind of orange
You
there.
can probably turn this here. Watch this.
Thank you, Socially
So
Sydney.
she's right
This
here.
is so cool.
Oh, here she is.
So as you can
You can
see,
see
she's
her
made a
legs.
nice little dent here. It goes all the way across the back here. I'll turn the whole thing. It goes all the way across the back. That's her body right there. It goes all
Wow.
the way up there. She's created quite a hole. It makes getting in there really a lot of fun. For molts and all that good jazz. For people who don't know, you don't really want to leave a molt in the tank for multiple reasons. The main
Tell
reason.
me, I have no idea why.
So they can. So the main one is it can stress them out.
Oh,
Believe it or not, they get stressed out real easy. They don't really like to have so much going on. And hold on 1 second, sorry. It can stress them out. They don't know what it is, even though they're the one that kicked it off. It can also create. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Hold on, let me change the camera.
what's up, T5?
This is a straight knee. As you can see, she's also tucked really far back there. Let's turn this the other way. I think there's an opening on there.
Yeah, they might think it's another spider or something invading their territory.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull it all the way up to it.
I don't think
I
it
don't know
can.
how I can get this
That would
leg.
I get it. I get it.
Oh,
There we
cool.
go. So that's a straight knee. What's going on?
Aptly
Oh, that
named.
is so cool. I like those legs. Yeah.
Yeah, so this one, again, was a gift. I don't know how old it is, but it is a straight knee. It is definitely a full adult. I don't know if it's a male or female. It is quite big for its species, so I'm thinking it's female. I'm hoping it's female. Females live longer.
Miss Peaches. Tarantulas are good as those other spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think tarantulas don't give me the weebie jeebies, but those other spiders,
So,
skin crawls.
So for anyone not from Florida, if you ever want to move to Florida, just be prepared. Especially if you own animals and they eat vegetables, be prepared because there is something that we battle on a daily basis. And that's fruit flies.
Declared with all
Hey,
fam.
there are so many coming out of this stupid tank. This is insane. And we battle them constantly. If you look around, everywhere in our house, we have these fruit fly traps. We
Yes.
have other liquid fruit fly traps. We make little fruit fly traps out of
Honey.
like honey and out of different things. It's crazy. It's annoying. But anyways, the main reason that we came in here. Anyone know what that is?
Blue death feigning beetle.
That is that's a black one, but yes, It is a death feeding beetle. We do have some blue ones in here. They're hiding. These two are both black right here.
Nerd. He's a nerd.
No, these things are amazing. These things are so cool. They like to play dead. Oh, I'm sorry, unalive. Whoops. Jeez.
Unalive.
I'm bad at this.
Wow, that is cool.
How can I do this? There we
What's up,
go.
Adrian?
There we
Those
go.
are just super awesome how y'all got them all decorated and set up.
Thank you. I
Yep.
appreciate that.
Thank you. We do put a lot of work into it.
Exotics.
Oh,
how you
yeah.
doing?
Very cool. Hey, Ben.
Yeah, and I deal with the fruit flies and wooden ants, whatever you want to call them as well. And I think I've even DM'd JoJo about it before, trying to see what you guys were doing that might work. And she's like, I don't know. I'm testing these out. I'll let you know. I've actually got coming tomorrow. I'm getting one of those super badass purple zappy lights that I can plug around in different spots. It's USB powered. I'm tired of effing around. And I'm getting out the big guns. It was like $60 and I got it for 30. It was on a flash sale. So I'm going to be zapping bugs like outside of Dairy Queen here.
You'll have to let us know how that goes because we were actually just at the store, what was that, yesterday? And we saw one. and it was even on sale and everything, and we were really heavily debating on getting it because it's been a ride, especially this summer. It's just been absolutely insane. So this one's actually going to be a fun animal here.
AP, I've tried that, and I have made those in little disposable cups around in various places, but between my little rat colony and the animals and whatnot, dude, and I keep discoid roaches, and so between all that stuff, then
It gets a lot, yeah. So this here is our dune scorpion. You can see. I don't know if I can. There we go. You can see him kind of in there. Hold the lid on this side. There we go. So I'll get nice and close for him. Say hello for you.
Yeah, I don't like fooling with those scorpions like that. We had them all over East Texas, man. They'd be in the house, be in the shoes, be crawling on the ceiling, falling down on you.
So
I don't do them little guys, them wood scorpions or what we'd have over there.
we
Thank you, ABM. We'll follow you back.
we definitely get that reaction a lot. A lot of people don't like them. Understandable. Totally cool with that. We love them. They are so cool to us. He will take his prey and slowly just hold it like a kind of like a cheeseburger. You know how you hold a cheeseburger? with
Oh
your hands?
yeah.
And he'll hold it there, and then he will sting it until it is unalived, and then he eats it. Yeah, just like a cheeseburger, just kind of chomps down on it. It's just they're so cool. This guy here, he doesn't require much. He literally just has a nice little enclosure. We make sure that he's got his little water dish, and we have a bunch of different caves, holes, whole nine. He's got a tunnel going around up here.
Alex built this himself, and he put balloons in the holes to create
Ew.
them.
What do you mean, ew? This is our baby.
And then
Definitely a cool setup.
Then the balloons deflated. You could take them out, and caves were created.
that's cool. I love that idea.
It's definitely
You just saved yourself $39.99 at Petco.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. So this is a recent project that we just recently upgraded. We were a little uninformed at the beginning, but we have corrected all of that. So this here is a hermit crab setup.
Dang, it's like the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, they got all their little fun areas. They have a nice little running wheel back there. They have foraging areas. They have another foraging area here.
Running wheel? What?
Yep. There's a running wheel.
And
That's
look
what
at the sand
that
on
disc.
it. They go on it.
Yeah.
I bet
Yep.
you guys have a really hard time finding seashells for them to swap into, though.
It's very annoying, yeah. It's sometimes and you think being in Florida it'd be so easy, but let me tell you, sometimes it can be annoying. They get really picky, and it's just it is what it is. But as you can see, we do have piles of seashells back there. That's what those
Hermit
are
crabs
for.
are cool. I like hermit crabs.
Yeah, I like the scorpions most. I would do them before tarantulas myself. I think the scorpions are more active and just fun to watch. And
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah, but there are some spiders that are very, very active and out there. These next few ones, they're not. This one's not much. This one's a curly hair. There's nothing in there because she destroys everything. This plant was literally alive and well 2 days ago, and she has trampled it and crushed it. She also has buried every hole and entrance to her den except the one inside the skull, and I believe she might actually be starting to molt here soon too. So we're not going to go into that one. But this one here, I'm pretty actually proud of this one. So we have finally got everything fully established in this one, so where it's fully bioactive. There's isopods, there's dwarf whites, there's powder blue, powder oranges.
And those are all
Oh.
live plants other than this right here.
So all of that bushy.
Red recognizes that one.
So this one is, hey, how you doing?
Hey, raising little gators.
So this one here is our poison arrow frogs. They are very awesome creatures. They can be very, very, I don't know where he is. They're very
They're
elusive
probably
sometimes.
sleeping. It's nighttime.
Yeah, they don't usually. Sometimes they come out toward the sound though. But anyways, so fun fact about them is they are only venomous in the wild. It's
Poisonous.
because I'm sorry, poisonous because it's ingested. You're right.
Yeah,
they're
from their
only-
diet, right?
Yeah, it's their diet. It's a plant they eat. Oh, I actually see one. He's back there. Are you coming out? Are you
What's
gonna come
up,
out?
bro?
Are you gonna come out and show off? Come on. I
What
see you.
species of dart frog are these?
Which ones are these?
Or is
These are
it?
the.
It's on there.
This is the powder. No.
No.
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. These are powder tink dart frogs. I'm sorry.
Blue
Okay,
powder.
tinks. Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
they're
tink.
some of the largest, aren't they? Of the
They are.
dart frogs. Yeah.
Yep. They are. These two here are still. They. I wouldn't say babies. They're adolescent. They're probably about halfway. I don't think he's. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Ah, hello.
Ah.
So he is. He's the bigger of the two, as you can see. So that's
Courtney,
crazy.
welcome. Do you culture your own fruit flies?
No, yes, no, sometimes. It depends. We don't do it full time. We would like to, but sometimes it doesn't always work out the way I want it to. Most of the time we will go through Josh's Frogs or different other various sites or sources that are trusted.
Also,
Yeah.
the exotic.
So a buddy of mine is Frog Daddy near Charlotte,
Frog
North Carolina.
Daddy.
Okay. Yep.
And I've known him. We've been buddies for about 6 years or so, and we had him on the show a while back. He's actually the largest producer of certain species. It's a flightless fruit fly, so they're
Okay.
not as annoying. And it comes with a bunch of medium. And if you do, I don't know the steps, I don't remember, but you can continue that culture and keep it going.
Yeah, I've kind of looked into it. There's different ways I know that you can make like the medium and all that, using different things like yeast, and you can even use like beer and all that good jazz. I just personally haven't really dove into that realm. I want to. Let me spin the camera around. What am I doing?
But yeah, if you guys are looking for some, it's not too far shipping wise. Man, look at him. Tiger salamander?
It is a tiger salamander. Yep. He is probably our most personal one. We walk by his tank, and he every single time will perk right up, comes running over to the glass. He loves to see us. He loves to be held and played with, and everything.
I love
else.
those. I do. I started out with newts a long time ago, and I love those amphibians. They're so cool.
Yeah, he's our only one, right? I think-
Amphibian?
yeah.
I mean, no, we have frogs, but he's our only
yeah,
salamander.
he's our only salamander.
Very cute. Very cool.
Yeah, he is a very
What's his
cute
name?
guy. I'm sorry.
What's his name?
Igor.
Igor.
Like from, because like if you watch Frankenstein and you know Igor from Frankenstein, he always has the two crazy eyes and then the
Oh
big
yeah,
smile.
with
Yeah.
Gene Wilder. Yep.
He looks just like him. So I was like, you're a little Igor.
I
Yes,
love
he
it.
is. He is the one. She will have to run and wash her hands after this. They do secrete a
Actually,
poison.
it's on me.
Yeah, so that liquidy stuff right there. They do secrete a poison. It's not super detrimental to your health unless you start rubbing your eyes, touching your mouth.
Right.
The typical stuff.
That's probably one of the largest species that don't jump up to hellbenders as
Yeah.
far as salamanders go. That you're looking at it. That's one of the largest species of
Wow.
salamanders and newts there is. And hellbenders are highly protected and endangered. So you're not,
Those
you're
are
not
so
gonna know.
cool.
They're very interesting.
And he's
animals.
about a year and a half. That's what the person who gave us him told me.
Yeah, Courts, we got hellbenders in Tennessee and in Missouri, two other states I've lived in. They're there. They like the cooler, swifter, very clean water. Someone asked how often should they be feeding their garter snake. You guys want to field that question since you guys
So-
keep them?
What
So
size?
we do have we have a garter snake. What size is yours though? Because if it's a
How
baby,
old and-
then you're gonna want to be feeding it more often. If it's not, then it could go a little bit longer. But ideally, we feed our baby once every about 3 days. She is a psycho. She does love eating. We never have a problem with her. She's very very energetic. She actually gets really crazy.
But she's like a baby.
So as you can see, this is his setup here. He's still a fresh one, so this is kind of like an isolation tank for him. We do have a bigger tank ready to go when he is ready to go.
Now, would
He
you do like a palladium where like you silicone off a slab of glass vertically and like give him like a water feature on one side and land on the other, or is that a
So
goal?
yeah, so that's actually exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, we're gonna do. It's gonna be kind of like how the mud skippers were, where we, he's got those dry areas. It's the same thing with the bullfrog. We have, we did it in a few different tanks where it has a nice dry side. Everything's good for them, and then they could go into that deeper water if they want to. For
Yeah.
him, we're gonna give him a lot of swimming space, just because I noticed that if you look at this water, that tint, we just switched this out earlier this morning, and it's always like this. It's from him being dirty. So I want to get a nice deeper area where I can put an actual filter running and really try to help that water stay at least fresher than what it is now.
You
At
know
this
something
point,
I love that's old school, but it still works fantastic 40 something years, 50 years later, is the simple corner sponge aquarium filter that you drop an
yep,
air stone and airline in. It
yep.
seems so rudimentary, but once it's seeded with the good bacteria,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
easy to rinse out with discarded tank water so you don't hurt the bacteria. And then to get all the detritus out, and it's, in a bucket of the tank water and then put it back in. They're so simple, but in low water, low depth of water, I should say, type of small environments,
right.
it's not fussy and it keeps the surface aerated, and I just love them. I really
Well,
do. And
I actually fully agree that we decided to go with a corner sponge filter for the mud skippers. It's a nice compact filter. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but it was really working. Like you said, it was super easy to get all of that. I used the filter media from another established tank to just kind of, get it going. That way the cycle, was
dude,
cut
they're great.
nearly in
You don't
half.
have to worry about the siphon on a tube. And
Yeah,
everyone gets, I'm going to buy a Whisper, I'm going to buy a Penplax. Well, you better
yeah,
have it on the back of a tank on the top filled to the brim, because it
yep.
doesn't fit for these kind of amphibious environments.
No,
And
yeah, it
then
doesn't.
they make them. They make little square, rectangular ones for turtles. You can lay them
Yeah.
sideways and stuff. But the kind of animals, as amphibians you got, they're kicking dirt. They'll have that thing clogged in
I was
half a
just
day.
about to say that. So we actually got one of those. We hunted and we hunted for a outdoor filter, one that we could use on like a small outdoor pond. And we got one that was for turtles that's square, like you said, and it worked phenomenal. Don't get me wrong; it kept the circulation going. It had different settings to where like I could turn that water pressure up and down to where it had like a heavy water flow through the pond or lighter, et cetera, et cetera. One thing I did notice though is that when it came time to clean that thing out, oh my lord, it had like 7 different compartments for every part of the filter that you had to
Yes.
flush in it. Every single part had like an area where it almost had like sitting water, and what happens in sitting water? You get algae, you get all these other just unwanted things, and it's like it was a nightmare. Since then, we've switched. We have a Fluval was it X6 or X4. And I love those as well because it's the same thing as a sponge filter. You pull them, you do the latch, you pull it out, you just use a 5 gallon bucket, you dip it in there, you twist it, it has a whole
Yep.
spongy thing, and done. Oh, there we go. This here is our chewy gecko. The chewy geckos are the second biggest geckos in the world. It's from it's
Thank
a New
you.
Caledonian gecko. Sorry.
Are they? Okay.
Okay.
He
Do they are they eat nectar? Mix?
yeah.
Pre-mix?
Well,
Well,
the crested gecko
they eat
food.
crested mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like an insect mix, and then watermelon and all that good jazz.
I need a. Oh, you got a snapping turtle? That's cool.
Yeah, we got you. Reach out. We'll definitely help you on that. Because it took a lot of trial and error to get our pond going and everything.
So much.
Right now we're running a 200 gallon, or what is that? 200.
200 gallon.
Yeah, it's a 200 gallon. It's got 3 different filters on it, a running waterfall, whole nine. Unfortunately, I don't think that you guys would even be able to really see it if I take you out there and show you.
Because it's dark out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already
But we
9
could
o'clock.
just put the light on.
Yeah.
Dude, it gets dark here now at 4:30, which would be
Oh, yeah.
5:30 your time. It's getting dark. I hate it.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing for us. It's annoying.
Dred's a pond guy. I mean, I did aquariums professionally for a decade, but Dred actually has a working pond that he's got in his backyard nowadays with some very nice koi in it.
Oh,
I do.
wait.
I do.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you anything about those koi other than they're koi.
He could probably take you out there. It's only like 11:30 a.m. in California, so you could. It's probably fully daylight out there.
No,
I mean-
He's looking. Wait,
it's
what?
dark. I'm looking through that window. It's dark.
Oh, okay.
Well, fuck it. Let's go see. Maybe.
You're okay.
So, speaking of, do we have lychees? Say hello to our baby lychee.
Oh,
Baby.
lychees
Look
are
at the
awesome.
size of that
Lychees
thing.
are awesome.
This is Bundy.
This is Bundy. This is a baby. He is.
His father's name was Ted, so I was like little baby Bundy.
That is awesome.
He.
Here's
he-
Snaky Snaky.
Right?
Here's Snaky Snaky.
They're raging in popularity right now.
They are. I don't think a lot of people realize that when they get adult, that bite, whoo-hoo, that bite can hurt, guys.
Is it worse than a toke?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
It's
Oh,
too
yeah.
dark to see.
Yeah.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
Oh,
They get a foot big. They get as big as a foot long.
So, like,
they're getting a big mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
it's not-
My 4-year-old gargoyle could draw blood when she nommed on me, so I believe it.
Speaking of gargoyle, next on to the.
Show them after you're done the enclosures.
Where
He's on the stick.
is he on the stick?
Thank you for noticing, Miss Peaches. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you.
Here, okay. You got him. So this is our gargoyle gecko.
Ooh, look at that. Super red backstripe.
Oh,
Scarlet
yeah.
bacon.
He's a
Nice
beautiful one.
specimen.
As you can see, he's got that. Whoop, there we go. As you can see, he's got that beautiful red going all the way down.
Hi,
Man.
Teddy.
Very here, take him. He's mad. He doesn't like being held in place.
You're okay. You're okay.
He's
Now, are
actually
you going to get a girl for that one? Or, because that's a great specimen.
that
He's
is-
beautiful, right?
That is a great specimen.
Very beautiful.
Maybe
Relax.
down the road it might come up. Me and Joanna have discussed on different breeds that we might want to breed.
Yeah.
He's never really come up. Oh, he just he's fine. He's holding himself. He
Do
jumped
they
off.
bite or hold on or elite? Most of mine, I mean, gecko bites to me, they usually hold on. Even the little leopard gecko, they'll sit and chomp and chew. The gargoyle would nip and let go. Tokes, man, they latch on like a pit bull, and you got to hold them underwater.
Yeah, so that's what. Yeah, so the lychee definitely does grab on, holds on, doesn't let go. The gargoyle is like a nippy. He just kind of bites and backs off. The chewy bites and holds on. I think it's more of like a derpy thing on his end. I don't think that most chewies do that. But he kind of sits there and flops around. And then, of course, you got to show off the last of it. So another New Caledonian. This one here is our crested gecko. It's a male.
Nice. Look at that. You could put a quarter on that big fat head with the fringe. Beautiful specimen
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, he's also a
we
gorgeous
got
boy.
some pretty babies.
He knows it. He shows off. He'll sit there and
Nice.
show off his manhood on the front of the tank, and then go to the back and show you the backside too.
He'll probably give you a little tea bag. Let's see. Hold on, ready?
This would be the second time it's happened to me in 1 week if it does. No, someone's gecko jumped on their phone the other day and I got teabagged.
Teabagged you right on the phone. That's funny.
It didn't really happen in real life, Dred.
It happened. It
Cresticles, yeah.
did too.
The cresticles.
The cresticles.
Cresticles.
That's a knee slapper if I ever heard one.
Oh, I'm calling it that for now on. Thank you for that.
Teabag him with your cresticles, buddy.
He looks angry. He always looks angry.
Actually,
He's just-
if we're being completely honest, he was sleeping and I pet his head and I said, "Good morning, sunshine," and he's probably really grumpy.
Where'd you get your red gargoyle from?
Yeah.
Where did we get that one from?
Exotic shop.
Oh, yeah, we got that one from an exotic shop.
We
Um,
no longer do business with them.
That specific exotic shop was the one that sold us Morticia. So we don't frequent that one, and
Yep.
we're not going to talk bad, but we're not going to name names, but we don't frequent that one anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one in my small. I live in a small area, and so it's a city, a city of 75,000 people, and it's the most populated area in like a 90-minute drive range. And there's one, somewhat of a reptile shop here, and I quit going there. I didn't buy animals from him, but I was struggling just to even get feeders from him, and
True.
I quit going.
So I was gonna just show you so you could see what the enclosures look like. That's the Chewy. His plant's usually bigger, but it started to pass and now it's coming back to life. This is the gargoyle. And this is the lychee.
Nice. Those are awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. And then this is our corn snake. You can see her. I think she's a she is in there. Oh, Michael Myers. We already saw Michael Myers. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you.
You want to show this off real quick?
So we're gonna feed our bird eater so you can watch her eat because she's our most intimidating.
She's also our biggest by far.
Oh,
By
yeah.
far. So we'll open this all the way up. That will give you a good view.
I looked after an Ecuadorian bird eater for a while, worked at a reptile shop a long time ago, and ginormous.
Get another one.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I seen it.
He's gonna get another one.
Will she take like
National Geographics.
Oh, it's a one big National Geographic in my
This
house.
is awesome.
So if you guys are wondering about the multiple animals, we have kind of like a routine and a schedule. So certain animals get fed on certain days, certain ones get weighed on certain days, and we have it so that every day there's a different chore. And it's the same. It's the same every week. So if all the baby snakes get fed on the same day every week, and if they decide they don't want to eat, then they have to wait till next feeding. And we have a
nice. Now, will she take like red hot, like little pink mice? Or
yeah, she will, and she has.
Yeah, we've here, but those are a snack. They're not very nutritious for them. It's just kind of something to like snack on.
Yep.
This one will 100% bite us if she had the opportunity.
She has kicked hairs. For those who don't know, when tarantula's main defense is kicking hairs. They all have different. Not every tarantula kicks hairs, but oh, I guess we're gonna start down here. Let me scoot back some. No, but yeah, they kick hairs. They have different effects, but 9 times out of 10, it's not a fun thing. Pointing down, there's one right in the back there. There's a big one right in the back there. So this here, I don't know if you guys can see that right there at the end of that stick.
Vinegaroon?
There's another one. No,
These
There's
are
another one there.
yeah, we're gonna open this up. There's one on the top too.
Are they whip scorpion?
They are whip scorpions.
So
Yeah.
this is a communal tank, and we actually are hoping to maybe have them breed.
Their front arms are insane.
Yes, and their movement is even more insane. They literally teleport. They are so fast, it's crazy. So we have a separate one. He's too small to be in this one. There's another one back here behind that log there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't think. Let's see this. He's right. Wait, where? Oh, he moved. That's why.
Now these are a stingless scorpion, right?
That is, yeah, yep. So they just get scared. They don't do anything crazy or
They just look creepy, but they don't have the same spiciness.
Right. And
They're fast.
yeah, it's just their teleportation.
They're cool. I think they're so interesting. They're like aliens. They're just interesting. Like I love spiders for the sake of how they're freaking just so weird. What has 8 legs, spins a web of silk out of its butt, has 8 eyes, and can inject, venom into its prey and liquefy its insides and drink through its straw. Like the whole thing is crazy.
Oh,
It's like a sci-fi movie, and I find spiders so interesting.
So this next one, I'm not gonna lie, I am actually still terrified of it. If that means anything.
Ooh.
Um, see if we can get it focusing. There we go. That's a orange baboon. For ones who don't know, orange baboons are both very fast and very spicy. They're one of the most spicy tarantulas you could possibly get. This one has struck at me a few different times. As you can see, it has no problem. Even when I just shifted the tank, it's coming out still. This one does not scare easy. It's not very big. It's a baby. But yeah, it's wild. They're very cool. They're very beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous spiders. But man, this is probably this is the one that I would shake. When I have to feed it, I usually just kind of jump the tank. Oh, I scared her in. Dang it. I usually just jump the tank open, drop in their food, make sure she eats, and walk away. Like this one here is a little more docile. I don't even have to open the tank. This is
Green bottle blue.
This is the green bottle, yeah.
I think.
Love the abdomen, tiger striping, so cool.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah. And this one again, it's another baby. It's an adolescent. It's gonna get bigger than this.
They want to see the centipedes too.
Yes, I do. If possible, only if possible.
So it is possible. Right now we have it. We still have them separated. So I'm gonna put this down for just a second while we set this up. We still have them all separated.
Those are from, what, about 45, 60 days ago you guys had the little ones, right?
Yep.
Closer to 60, yeah. Yep. We actually have one right out on the top here. So as you can see, they're still separated into little cups. That black stripe that you're seeing straight through, that is one of the centipedes. I'm going to open it up.
We actually got new cups that are like 4 times the size, and we're going to be transferring them all.
There we go. Oh, and I terrified him. Okay.
Hey, it's better than coming out of the cup.
Hey, Sierra.
Oh, that if you look down, that's what all of this is here. That are times that they have come out of the cup, or I've had to like try and like I'll put this down and I'll kind of like coerce them into it, and I just pick it up and I put it into the cup. I wet it, and then we're all good to go.
A stress-free transfer that way.
Yeah, because they'll tangle up into this moss anyways. There we go. I got it separated. So if you look, there it is. I'm gonna grab the light.
So on a spicy scale of 1 to 10, where would you estimate the bite to be?
From these ones.
These will not as babies. Babies won't do much to you, but once an adult, you're going to be running to the hospital for some morphine.
Yeah, it's a spicy bite.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I remembered of that species. They're so cool. It just has like a warning label attached to it when you look at them. Those red legs.
When you see those orange legs, it's literally like warning you to stay away, like a caution. You have one of them, Devs? Yeah, just be careful, my dude.
They're very beautiful, but they're spicy too.
Well, these are actually the Vietnamese giant centipedes. That's their species, and this specific one is like a little more on the be careful side.
Yeah.
He's not moving. He's locked in position because he thinks he's hiding.
Stuck his head down. You can't see me. I can't see you. We're good.
These humans can only detect movement. If I stay super slow, they can't see me.
So because this is a baby, I am going to put him away. I don't want to stress him out too much.
We've been slowly selling these to the exotic shops around, and they've been giving us store credit. So we give them like 5 at a time, and they give us half of whatever they end up selling it for. So we get crickets and all that stuff with what we give them.
Super useful. I can't imagine your bug bill.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I bet. Do you guys culture any of your own, like mealworms or discoid? You can't have dubias, but you can have discoids, right?
We can have discoids. We've done it, but at this current time, we don't.
Gotcha.
We literally
Discoids are better anyhow.
So we're like literally buying bugs weekly.
I bet.
Right, so this here is a big spicy girl. So
Nice.
So this is. Let's see where you are. You under there? Nope. I'm actually gonna take that out, so I gotta dump it out again.
Everybody who has these animals knows that they love to fill up their water dishes for no reason. She's under there?
I don't think so. I'm just really not trying to get bit.
Right?
I'm going to go ahead and throw a warning out there for anyone watching. These in particular are venomous. Their bite does hurt very much. If you are not experienced, do not try this. If you live in an area that these things are there, you know they are not a fun animal to get bit by.
She's probably
Do not do what we are doing right now. She's in the bottom of the tank. Oh, don't tell me. The last time one went all the way to the bottom of the tank,
She was pregnant.
Ah.
she's right there. She's curled in a ball.
Does she have babies with her?
Oh, man. Okay, well, you guys heard it first. She's
It's
curled.
worse on naughty business again.
She is. It looks like she's pregnant. She's on the bottom of the tank. She's in a ball. So when they get pregnant, they will have eggs, and what they do is they wrap their bodies up around those eggs to protect it, and they can stay down there for. Well, our Vietnamese was underground for 3 months. We thought she was dead at one point. Or I'm sorry, unalive. But she wasn't. She was just pregnant. We actually did a huge no-no. We dug her up because we didn't know that she was pregnant when we got her. And she luckily still wrapped back around the eggs, and we put a water dish over her for some kind of weight down on her. And she did obviously have them all the way to term, and we have some still here right here. But yeah, I'm not gonna pull this one out because she's most definitely pregnant. When they wrap into that ball, that's usually what that means.
Wow.
That means she actually has eggs or babies with her.
Yeah, once they wrap into that ball, it means there's already eggs that are there. She's protecting them.
Can they? Their style of foot. Are they able to come up the glass vertically?
They can climb the glue.
So, yeah, they can actually dig their claws into the glue, and they are smart enough to do so. So if you look, we had to buy a very specific type of tank here so that there was no openings along the back.
But the problem was when she had the babies in the last tank.
Yeah.
This had slight small holes here, so we ended up having we had to fill them and do literally put, what was it, tape that we duct tape?
Let's put it this way. There was an upwards of 60 plus babies that were hanging everywhere. Everywhere. They were everywhere in the tank. They were climbing up the glue. They were all over the rocks. They were all over the sea, everywhere. And so we freaked out. We were like, yeah, no, taping all these little mini holes before we have an issue arise. Once we had that Mexican fire leg out, we've taken a lot of precaution to make sure it never happens again. It was definitely a wake-up call.
Lessons to share.
Yep. No, it was definitely fun. I'm gonna put this back so we don't disturb her.
All right, guys, baby's coming to you. It's when do you think? In about 3 weeks, still. What do you think, babe?
I mean, I have no idea. She hasn't eaten the last 2 feedings.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a boy and a girl and a boy and a girl and a boy and a girl and a girl and a girl and a girl and a boy and a boy and a boy. You're gonna have a lot of them.
Oh yes, and they they're fun.
So I don't know if you guys know, but her leg span can get up to 12 inches. Her body.
No. Each leg can get 12 inches. That means that they can get almost 2 feet wide.
What?
Whoa, that's crazy.
So the left legs and the right legs will each be a foot. So you're looking at a giant.
Hells no. Hells yes. Look at that baby.
Whoa.
And so her body can ultimately get 8 to 9 inches. And right now I'd say it's 6. And I'd say her leg span is maybe at 9 inches, 8 inches.
Oh, yeah.
If that. So she's not even.
She's plopped down and extended her legs, and I want to say at most they're 5 inches, if that. They're not very big right now. She will get much bigger. She will not be able to fit in this.
I'm gonna send you guys a camel spider. Let's make some good content. Let's get you guys one of them fighting. Those things are terrible. I understand.
He's got one. He got one.
I've heard about the soldiers over there, like over in the Middle East. They'll take them and when they're bored, they'll take them and put them like in a circle in between them all at the campfire and like have them fight each other and stuff and take bets. Apparently, they're notoriously aggressive.
You got it. There's the little baby. So for those who follow us, you already know we did have a full-grown adult. She's gonna grab it here to actually be able to show you. We had a full-grown adult. She unfortunately did pass away from old age. So that right there.
What's up, Cheever?
If you look, she's throwing up these two legs right there. You see those two brown legs? That's a defensive thing, like a back off me. That's why she's frozen in place right now. Yes, Joanna does handle some of our arachnids. I also handle some of our arachnids. Some of them are a huge no-no. We don't touch. It's like a fish tank. You don't sit there and try to pet fish.
This guy couldn't hurt me if he tried.
Their mouth looks absolutely crazy, but he can't even bite through.
Wow.
Now,
what species is this?
I'm sorry. What was that?
What species is this?
So this is a camel spider.
But
here.
there's
I'm not 100% sure on which one. Yeah.
There's 1,100 different species of camel spiders.
Oh gosh.
And they can run up to 9 miles an hour. So if he wanted to, he could ultimately try to escape from me right now.
Send one to Miss Peaches. She definitely loves them.
Oh, Miss Peaches.
I definitely see that.
Here, come on.
I think oh my gosh, you're gonna pick it up comment was because she's jealous. Because she wants to hold it next.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I want to hold the baby. Yeah, that's what I got out of that too.
You're okay. Let go
He's
of me.
being over dramatic right now.
Nope. I'll just put it here.
Well, Constricting, before we get too much further, who do we got next week? Well, we got a
Smoky Mountain Mutations, a retic breeder.
Oh, that's cool.
Outside of Knoxville, not far from our friends, the Herp and Harbins. They're in Sevierville, which is kind of between Knoxville and Gatlinburg, the big Smoky Mountain, tourist area. So they're in Sevierville, retic breeder. That's going to be next Wednesday. We actually had to shuffle the schedule a little bit. Someone I had booked a while back ended up having a Disney trip with the family. So our little show take the back burner. Now, it's a good buddy of mine. So I'm going to move his date. And so we're moving up our retic big snake guest, which will be our first on the big snakes. Last week was our first venomous. So trying to diversify,
That's going to be cool to see those big snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're excited for that.
So
we're excited for all the shows.
It's fun.
We have another oddball one.
I was going to ask you, do you guys keep millipedes? And you do.
We do. So this is a desert giant millipede. As you can see, he is definitely living up to his name. He is filling that whole top of that log.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not going to be able to get him out simply because he has gone through the hole in the log. But as you can see, he is a very massive millipede here.
Yeah, that's one animal, not two. I thought it was two at first.
That's one.
No, it's one. Yes, it is a full grown. He is an adult. I want to say is a good 8 inches at least, somewhere in the 8-inch range.
Your wife will let you get them.
Oh, we have
millipedes. I like them. If I had time if I wanted to put, I think they're cool. I like ornamental millipedes.
Beavers, it's better to ask for forgiveness later than ask for permission now. You say, I'm sorry, baby, and you give her flowers, and you buy her favorite thing, and then now you got your millipedes.
And when the flowers start to wilt and get ugly, you just pluck off the petals and you feed them to the millipede, and they get cleaned up.
Babe, are you able to tell me no?
I mean, am I able to tell you no? Yes. Do you listen to my no? No.
Actually, in fact, when he tells me no to something, he'll tell you that I literally look at him with a blank stare and start laughing. That's a comical thing, the word no.
How's your tortoise outside? There's a lot of content you put about. I know it's nighttime now to bother it, but what species is it?
So we have
Head
a.
outside.
Let's go outside and show them the setups. Well, we have a Herman's tortoise and a redfoot tortoise, and then we have a yellow belly slider and a red ear. Where's my phone, babe, so I could turn on the light?
What do
Oh,
you do for their diet? I know the lowest spam type thing is, these little stupid compressed pellets, but it's a good
No, they
nutrient
eat.
base.
They're very spoiled, and the tortoises eat fresh veggies daily.
Yeah.
They
I
eat
figure you
all-
got to mix it up, right? You got to give them
They
fruits
do.
and veggies. You got to give them some. Do they eat any kind of fish? Your sliders?
So the sliders do. We have an endless supply of just fish breeding in there, so they have a constant source of fish. They
Nice.
also have a constant source of ghost shrimp as well as live plants to snack on. And on top of it, we feed them like mealworms and crickets sometimes. And
Freeze dried krill, or is it too salty?
I've never
We
done
don't.
krill.
Yeah, we don't do krill.
We've never done krill, but we've done crickets, we've done mealworms and different stuff like that. And then they sometimes get greens too. Like we'll
Yep.
throw in some turnip greens if we feed the tortoises turnip greens. But let me show you guys. We're gonna turn you around, and then if you have the
In
light.
regards to like their food and stuff, like we picked certain fish that breed more than others.
Yeah.
Mollies. We have what is it? It's mollies. We have guppies. We have
Oh yeah,
different things.
cobalt blues are like kind of sometimes terrifying. What happened, Cheever?
All right. So here, this is our tort resort. We literally the tort resort for anyone that did not hear that.
I love it.
So as you can see, we have a bunch of stuff. Jinx and Binks, they both, the Redfoot and the Hermans, they both like climbing and doing all that stuff. As you can see, I have not had a chance to pick up their food from today. We give them fresh veggies every single day. But yeah, they have plenty of climbing opportunities. We built a bridge. This is, she's probably in there to be honest. Let's see. Here, hold this light real quick.
Yeah, just a dog carrier. Like, yeah, you could just repurpose it and
So
split
there's
them in half. That's awesome.
So this is a Herman's tortoise. This is Jinx.
Actually, yes, that's exactly what it is.
She is. How old did she say?
I'd say
Like
well,
four
we got
years?
her at 6 months, I thought.
Yeah, remember that was debunked. We had a vet tell us otherwise.
But they have like a whole garden in here, and there's
Yep.
plants
So
for them to snack
hold on,
on.
sorry guys, I'm stepping into their area.
So does the layers on their scoots, like almost like an exoskeleton fingernail layer on top of their different parts of their carapace, is that just old, outdated information? Do they still use that to like kind of get an estimate date, like rings in a tree?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's how our we go to a very specific vet that specializes in all sorts of different exotics and everything, and that's how she determined its age. She did go by the back of it and all that good jazz. She also, so you can't genderize a Herman's tortoise until they're 7 years old, but there are characteristics that you can look for. You
don't have a dent. The boys don't have a dent in the bottom of their shell.
They don't have any certifiable 100% fail-proof way until they're 7 years old. Yep. So
Wow.
there is ways that you can. So yeah, you can look at the dent. They sometimes do start developing a dent. Ours has started developing some different characteristics of a female.
Okay.
Of a male. I'm sorry. Or was it a female? It was a female. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I guess 7 years old is still little compared. It's a kid compared to how long they live. So.
Oh yeah, considering Hermans can live over 100, 120. So yeah, they definitely a baby. But as you can see, they have all this area, all this climbing space, and all that good stuff. All of these are different plants that are in their diet. Everything from wild Florida flowers to the cacti, the prickly pear. Sorry, I was drawing a blank there. So it's definitely a nice little area. They love it. They still try to climb through the gate though because why not? So and we'll go over into our other area. Yeah, it's because I dumped out this bin. This is our bin for soaking wood. Anyone who doesn't know, always soak your wood. soak it for as long as you can, but I think the minimum is 48 hours. If you soak it, the mites get out of it. But anyways, so this is our pond. This is our turtle pond. All these are live, real plants. We have a slow-moving waterfall. We have a filter down there that's pushing water around, and we have another fountain water here. And then, of course, the platform with the algae look to it and all that good jazz. It's not real algae. It's all fake. But these are all real plants, pothos going around. We try to keep this pothos away from them. It's toxic to the turtles.
Oh, really? Pothos, huh?
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is toxic to them, yep. But then if you look, it's been a little dry for us. I haven't had a chance to fully fill up our RO, so it's a little lower. But usually, at the bottom of this platform will be under the water. They can climb up, climb out, and then they have this whole area over here. So they have a, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So over here they have a nice little open area for them to stretch their legs, rocks to climb on. They have another water source so that they can go swimming if they want to, and there's a nice shallow area, and then a whole bunch of plants going all around. And then of course it's the divination station. Because the turtles' names are Tarot and Oracle. So, and that's pretty much it. We got plants going around in the back, got another one back there. There's absolutely
So your animals all live high on the hog. They all have these really cool environments.
They do. Yep. They all have fully bioactive tanks. There's only a few. There's only a few that don't have it. But for the most part, they all pretty much do. You see
And all you need to know about how that thing is functioning is the clarity of that water. If that wasn't, I mean, that just tells the whole story. That's not something you can mask. So right there tells you you're doing it right.
So there's one of ours. That's Tarot. She's just hanging out. We have a log that's hollowed out, and she likes to hang out in. He's honestly probably in there too. And I appreciate that compliment. Thank you. We work very hard to try and keep this water clear, especially in Florida where the sun bakes it and wants the algae to bloom and blossom.
Yeah, algae. Yeah, big time. Sun. Yeah.
Oh,
And
the sun
water
cooks it.
temperature goes up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a battle.
If you look, this is what we were talking about. All of these are baby black mollies. All those little black dots.
Yeti Gex, what's up?
And that's a constant food source for all of them. So
Build a ball, my guy. That's so cool. Yeah, and I mean, just the cleanliness. I mean, just the different types of enrichment and the things you guys have used to repurpose items from a dog carrier. Split take little nuts out of the side and split it in half. Now you've got two hides. I mean, you're using a gutter downspout diffuser for a climbing ladder. Like that's for gutters.
it is for gutters. Yep.
And then this, which is a one of those, like, it feels like a tire, and it like lines your yard. Jinx goes up and down it all the time. She climbs up this little ramp, which I don't even know what that's for.
Cheever, are you talking about in the pond? There are live plants going along the back and on the front sides of it. However, with two turtles in there, admittedly kind of hard to keep them going.
Yeah.
Or like these bricks that she climbs, or I don't know what this is for, but I found that at Home Depot.
It's for air ducts, but it's plastic. But she likes climbing up on it. It has ridges so that she can kind of grip onto it. And yes, we have.
And that's the thing, man. When you go to a garage sale or Goodwill or Lowe's or Home Depot, like sometimes when you get in this thought process and get out of, I hate to pick on them, but like a Petco or an Amazon mentality, because you can buy the same thing somewhere else. You can buy 10 of them for the price of one, and instead of having a cute little turtle or a frog on the package, you pay so much more. But you can think how to repurpose and use stuff, dude. And if you're a little bit crafty, it can make it so much better for you.
You're definitely right. Yeah, I mean, and it comes down to literally everything. So like, even when it comes to like, this is egg crate. You buy it at Home Depot. It's like $10. You can break it up. It makes great tank dividers. Yeah. You can buy a tank divider from the store for $15, or you can buy 10 and have 10 tank dividers by the time you're done with it if you measure it out right. I mean, everything has a purpose, or even building the dune scorpion, with the the tunnels going through. We used the paper towel rolls or toilet paper rolls. Once they were done, we put it in there. It created a perfect circular tube, and when it dried out, just slid it out, crumpled it up, threw it away, and it was done.
Yep.
It was perfect. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
this-
do similar stuff. I save paper towel and toilet paper rolls and put them into my daughter's gerbil. It's something for them to chew up and play with, and then it's gone. It didn't cost anything extra. I take small boxes from work and I cut them in half, and I put them in each of my rat breeding bins, and it gives them something to hide in and feel snugly or climb on if they want. And when it gets funky, I just throw it away. It was free. I don't have to sit and clean it, and therefore it's clean again. So I mean, it's just like it's something that's just getting thrown away. You're giving it another use. It doesn't hurt them to chew it or poop on it or anything. So then just replace it. And there's more boxes coming at work. Trust me. So it's so good to think outside the box and use stuff in different ways that can get you more mileage and save bucks. I mean, you guys have a lot of animals. If you just were like, oh, I'm going to go buy the turtle leaf thing, and okay, well, like I said before, you just saved yourself $40 by figuring out a way to do it yourself. And then look how much cooler it looks and how much more you like it. And if it breaks or something falls apart, just make another one. Like, that's the cool thing.
Thank you, Cheevers, for the compliment.
And Cheevers, when you said about the turtles making a big mess, we put certain fish like flying foxes and one pleco, and there's snails. So with all the waste being let out, we've got the cleanup fish coming around and just eating it all up. And
it's also good that there's we've created a lot of ample hiding areas and different spaces for them to swim. So it's like things that are like the Siamese what are they called? The Siamese algae eaters or the Chinese algae eaters. They can be aggressive at times, especially if you trap them, and they have that open area. You don't have that fighting, that dominance, that territorial aspect. It's nice.
And we're ultimately going to be doubling or tripling that size of the pond by next year.
Yeah. You'll be able to get out there and, dip your toes in it and sit by there, have a Mai Tai in the Florida shade.
We sit out there a lot. We just hang out.
Yep. Thank you, Cheevers. That's very
Thank you, Cheevers.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we like I said, we take pride in what we do. We sit here. It's a lot of work.
But it's basically like I'm a pet sitter and I take care of exotics too. So when I'm working, I'm taking care of animals, and then I'm spending 6 to 7 hours a day in this house taking care of these animals. So basically, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, every minute of my day is spent on an animal in one way or another.
That's how you become an expert. To plug your business. What's the name of them? I love that.
Raise the Woof Pet Care, like raise the roof, but it's raise the woof.
I know. I thought that was so cool. Raise the woof.
I'm actually at almost 500 5-star reviews. I've never gotten under 5 stars. I'm at 488 or something like that 5-star reviews right now.
That's killer.
To be shown. This is our cat, Blakers. We have another cat. He's a terror, and he's locked away right now.
It's got an orange light at the top of his pupils, and it looks freaking amazing right now.
Like it's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It looks like he's about to spit fire out of his eyes. That was cool.
Yeah, your hard work definitely shows. And that's so cool, JoJo, because I bet you can make yourself a premium. Oh, you got a dog or a cat? Okay, I'll come do it for X number of dollars. But you got an iguana and this and that and a boa, and you got, what... Does it come at a premium to care for exotic animals because you are experienced and because there's not many people out there in the marketplace to provide that skill?
So as of right now, I have like 35 certifications in every area of the field, including canine and feline first aid and CPR certified. I'm a certified professional pet sitter. I have certifications anywhere from dog training to animal aggression to natural communication. So I can charge a little more because I can quite literally save your animal's life in case I've done the Heimlich on 2 dogs now. I had to wrap up a paw that got cut on glass on the ground. So where, like, let's say you're hiring a high schooler. you're not gonna have a dog where when he picks up an acorn on the ground and it gets stuck in his throat, what's that high schooler gonna do for your dog?
Right.
Um,
Yeah, those credentials and then your 5-star reviews. I mean, those things, put you in another level. And then obviously you're at home animal. So
yeah.
and it's a living portfolio. Your TikTok or your Instagram or Facebook. When you're putting out socials, anyone that's like, well, hey, do you keep these? I mean, can I trust you with my pet? Well, just check out this. Here's my handle, and they're go, oh shit. Well,
And I actually print out all my reviews, so I have like 30 pages of reviews, and I'm literally like, I can bring you copies of all of them if you would like to see all my references. I got them all printed out for you.
yeah.
But I charge per animal, so
Yeah.
it can get, you've got 5 dogs in the house, it can get a little pricey.
I think with anybody, yeah, I'm sure. Even just a plain dog walker, and you live in New York or something, and you hire a dog walker. I could only imagine you got your hands full with multiples. That's just gotta.
People are always like, oh, you just take care of animals. It's so fun. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've been attacked by dogs. And usually 9 times out of 10, they're like Chihuahuas and like what are those little dachshunds?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
never
Wiener dogs.
Wiener dogs.
Never a pit bull. I've been attacked by French bulldog. I've been attacked by American Eskimo dog. And usually it's over crate time, having to go in a kennel. They don't want me to put them in there.
They're trained. I promise. Frou Frou is trained. She's the best little angel. You'll have a great time.
Oh, they always say that.
Right.
Oh, they always say that. And then you've been bit by your old Chihuahua 3+ times. I'm sure you have, to be honest. Chihuahuas are literally
The worst.
Satan's like breed. Like when people are like, "Oh my God, look how cute my Chihuahua is," I'm like, "Okay."
I'd rather play with a dadgum coyote versus playing with a Chihuahua.
Rosie Boa.
Rosie Boa, yes.
Yeah, we can catch those in the wild out here just close to me.
What state are you in?
I'm on the West Coast in Cali.
Okay, I didn't know.
There's coastal Rosie Boas and then there's mountain. So I'm right in between 2 different ranges.
This is by far our sweetest snake. Are they sweet if you catch them in the wild, or are they a little nippy?
Yeah, some are, some as not. It just depends. But they're not too bad.
Your dachshund's a witch? Yeah, I bet she is.
I've never had good run-ins with dachshunds. I really haven't. Even with such a little bitty kid, man. They'd always the neighbors that have one.
I had a dachshund where I was coming every other day, and she kept forgetting who I was. Like, she would not remember me from week to week. So every time I entered, it was like I was an intruder. And then she would open up to me after the first, 5 minutes. And then she remembered who I was. They are freaking mean.
Cheever. Happy wife, happy life. Get her the snake.
I love her, though.
That's why our relationship works so well. Because we understand each other's needs.
He can't say no to you, and you refuse to accept it. And so,
I was gonna say no. I can.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, KK. My standards not. Maybe those little poodles are, but standards are pretty laid back. Nice.
Oh, Cheevers.
Poodles can be mean.
I think the little ones can be, but the big standards are typically pretty. They can be trained to be.
That's over 100K in happiness and dopamine.
What do we think about?
Can't take it with you.
What do we think about golden doodles?
I think they're a big pain in the neck, and they're not consistent.
Okay. Do you
their
think?
IQs.
Because I had a golden retriever at one time. I worked with handicapped disability kids, right?
Okay.
This dog was so mellow and laid back. You could take it to hospitals. We do everything. It was so smart, so laid back. Then my friends had a golden retriever, was nuttier than, it was like, really? This dog was just, come on, nothing. It was lights were on, nobody's home.
I feel like I
The
feel like
golden
they made
doodles are
a,
not consistent.
so I feel like they made a mistake with that breed, breeding them two together, and I think that's an unpopular opinion because
So
they've become such a
yeah, so what
golden.
happened? So the guy that actually came up, I did the research and reading on it. So the gentleman that came up with the golden doodle, okay, it took a lot of years from him to get that breed a certain way, right?
Yeah,
Before he released it or before he put it out there for people to have one.
yeah,
Well, he came back later and said, I regret ever doing this
yeah.
because of what other people did to it. They didn't keep it consistent with what he wanted to have a calm natured, smart, hypoallergenic, right what he was shooting for.
I
And he's like, I
feel
wished I'd never created that breed, that
so.
cross.
I feel like they almost dumbed both of the breeds down in a way. I
Yes,
feel like
yes.
golden retrievers are intelligent dogs. Poodles are intelligent dogs, but for some reason, when they put those together, they've come up with an overly trusting, goofy, doing things with no, like, they'll slam into your face.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're not they're
They're
not
not
smart. They
thinking.
don't yeah, they're however it is, the breeding didn't go the way he wanted it to go, and that's what ruined
Yeah.
him.
And,
Yeah.
and and around my area, it's a lot of like wealthy older people, and the golden doodles have become like a trend in my area.
They're
And
everywhere out here.
everyone, yeah, yeah.
What's up, KSK? Hey, I got a question. This is, I think it'd be good for you guys. I'll throw it out there. We've had some requests to take a foray with the show, maybe into aquatics.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have kind of slowly been kind of building a little bit of a friend network with some of the mainly reefers because I was in saltwater aquarium maintenance and installation for 5 years in St. Louis and another 5 years in the St. Pete, Tampa, Clearwater area.
Yeah.
And so my information and knowledge is outdated now from what it was when I got out of that. But um, do you guys think? What do you guys think of like going into other species, like someone that does small mammals or someone that does aquatics
Well,
or
I could tell you that there's a lot of really good aquatic accounts on here, which I can refer them to you if you
okay,
want to do something of
Yeah.
that sort. I am following some accounts where their tanks blow our aquatic tanks out the water because we're just starting to dabble. Like I'm seeing some of these fish accounts that literally they make my jaw drop.
yeah,
I
the
think we need to
reefers
do it, dude.
especially.
I mean, people, right? We need variety. I think we need to do it.
Well,
Yeah, KK's all on board. What? Anybody else got comments? What do you guys think? Should we take a
So,
foray? I mean,
on
really, we
my
started out, but you got so many animals. I want to know. Your opinion matters. I think.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
you should.
I think you should do like switch it up and like one week do like make different weeks, different species maybe even. So like switch it up, bring variety.
You could even ping pong between aquatics one week and then reptiles and other exotics another week and keep ping
You
pong
could
back
even
and
do
forth.
like a special like
I think
breeder week a month and like like you could do it where you have like a consistent schedule monthly, but each week is like a different variety, so it makes people keep showing up for the different things you're doing.
I want to also put a spin on it. There will be a benefit to you doing that. People tend to think that certain tanks or certain fish or aquatic animals are easy to care for. Something that we've been asked in the past is, oh, how hard is it to have an axolotl? They're so cool, and axolotls got
Hard.
big, especially when they started coming with like Minecraft and those other big. They got very big, very popular, very fast. And a lot of people are like, how hard is it? Like, how hard could it possibly be to keep an aquatic salamander? It's hard. It's very hard, and people don't know that kind of thing. You can kind of open that door to knowledge being flown out to where they can learn about aquatics. They can learn about maybe, okay, a betta fish shouldn't be in a cup. A betta fish should be in an actual full size tank. They things that are very misleading, especially like you said, those bigger companies, Petco, PetSmart,
He
et cetera,
said
et cetera.
segmented, I think would be best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Cheever. Yeah, we've got backups. We've been booked through the end of the year for a month already. We got more people for 25. We hate to brag, humble brag, but we've got guests. We've got a lot of
Yeah,
really
but
big
this is
stuff coming.
but this is
So,
good info that we need to hear coming from you guys for sure.
and if you look at the
This is the input
tagline,
we need.
I think it would be beneficial in both your aspect
But
and just in a knowledgeable,
and
sense
I
of the
think
manner.
and I think you'll end up gaining a following in all horizons. So you're not just, reaching out to snake people, you're also gaining an entire fish community following who's
yeah.
relying on your weekly fish um
Yeah, well,
people.
we always try to have someone that specializes, and so far it really has been a reptile show. It started out with we did chameleon specialists, TNA chameleons, Ashley. We've had a dart frog, someone that's one of the biggest in the country. He looks up to Josh's frogs, but he is not from an overall revenue and employee count standpoint. He's smaller, but as far as stature in the industry, he's not far behind Josh's frogs.
Better stuff than Josh's frogs too. Way better stuff.
And then we've got people that are ball python. We've had Bob Vu, ball python. Kyle Hoffman. People that are host on Trap Talk. We've had two veterinarians on the show already, but in their own personal breeding and hobby capacity. Not to talk to them about their clinical hours and what they do at the office, but it still comes with a level of credibility because they're a freaking vet.
I was gonna say
So
the experience holds itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had a boa guy on. Now we're going to have a retic. We've had a venomous. So we're always doing a new species. But so far, we've had a tarantula, a spood lover. Corey, great guy.
I
And we're going
remember
to come
that.
back to invertebrates.
But you
But
see,
I-
because like if you're getting the different groups, you're gaining so many different followings. You're ultimately going to be like tripling or quadrupling your community because you're going to have the fish community coming to you. You're going to have the arachnid community coming to you because there's entire communities for each kind of animal.
There's also a lot out there. I think in my line of work, I see a lot. I see thousands of faces a week. I serve people food, and I see quite a few people, and I try to talk to as many as I can, and I tell them like, yeah, I'm into animals or whatever, and they'll say like, oh, you're into fish tanks, and I've noticed that a big thing that they notice or that they say is that they think that it's like a just in the tank, it's just in the dimensions of the tank, and there's so many other variables. There's so many different things. People grow plants coming out of the top of the tank. They have a big mango tree coming out of the top. I've seen someone on our Instagram that has a full-grown mango tree coming out of their tank, and then have like a waterfall flowing down the roots of it, and it creates this beautiful, beautiful structure. And a lot of people think that aquatics are just a fish tank, something you see at the dentist's office with the same blue tang and the same, the same genetic fish. And it's not that, and I think
It's
that
an
you can
art.
shed light
It's
on
an
that.
art.
It's an art, it's something, aquascaping.
People who
People
are
are just now like really starting to see what you can do with aquascaping. And
people who are into aquatics big time are into landscaping it and making it look a certain way.
Dude, I love them Zen style minimalist tanks that are just a piece of art. The way it's a single piece of driftwood and just a few plants and a few rocks on the right kind of substrate, and it's just lit with the right lighting, and it's a frameless tank. And I love that.
I have 4 different tanks right now, all 2.5 gallons. They're just going to be little mini shrimp tanks. I'll probably put 2 or 3 shrimp in. But, I set them up in different, like you said, in different scapes, in different, one is like got a rock structure and then it kind of looks like a path. So I put sand to make it look like a little path. And, I sprinkled some grass seeds on both sides. Right now that is kind of in a greenhouse effect. So I can't really show that one off. But like I've done different things to where, they have like different looks or effects to them. And I think that is a big thing that people overlook is that your creativity shows in that. You can really do whatever it is you want to do. And there's some absolutely magnificent tanks out there in aqua. I think you guys should touch on that. I definitely think
and we've never pigeonholed ourselves. Dred and I are, snake keepers, breeders, moving. I only do 3 species. That's if I expand into a 4th, there's only one more I got my eye on. It's very pricey. would be Western Madagascar tree boas. It's the only one I'll add because I'm not spreading myself to distract my focus. So that's why I only do 3 species. And we have never painted ourselves into a corner with the tagline of the verbiage of the show. You know, it says weekly educational interviews of keepers and breeders. Nowhere does it say reptiles, snakes, no one else welcome, get out of my room. You know, none of that. And so we don't have to change any of the branding, or we're not reinventing ourselves.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we
no.
have our logo, but we come. I mean, he's got koi, he's got different types of snake. You know, he's got dogs. You know, I've got experience in reef and invert. You know, isopods and things like that. And we keep different snake species between him and I. And so I think, and you know, we just he's got stuff herping out in the wild that I lack. I have stuff in captivity and a zoo background. So I think that we've never pigeonholed ourselves to shut the door on this idea, but it's really cool. I really appreciate the positive input and encouragement. And what do you think, Dredd?
Dude, I'm down like I've been saying from the beginning. It doesn't matter. I don't care if we got an alligator keeper on here, right?
We're gonna get one. We need one.
Yeah, let's show all the fish, the aquatics. I mean, that's
Look.
when I
I'm
was
not
a
an
kid.
alligator keeper, but I will go out into the Everglades for you guys, and I will jump on an alligator. I got you.
But you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid growing up, I always had fish and was at the pet stores and watching Nat Geo and Discovery, and growing up in Louisiana, right with my grandpa, we're out there fishing and catching turtles and playing with lizards and salamanders and you name it. We're doing it. That's just what I did. I'm down, man, to bring all aspects.
I grew up taking the lizards off the ground. There was a special way of opening their mouth. And you would clip it onto your ear. And we would have lizard earrings.
Little brown anoles, right?
They are the brown anoles, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm down, dude. We can take this show any direction we want. That's what it's about.
There's still some elusive species, they shouldn't be elusive, but they have been so far, that we're going to get other background.
We're going to have Bigfoot hunters on here. I mean, we'll go that far with it.
And we're along for the ride.
Nice. I appreciate that.
You can have us on a second time next
year. Y'all come on anytime y'all want to come on. We throw it out there. Y'all.
I know you guys, you know, Alex, you're working at night. Jojo, you're busy during the day. You guys are an hour ahead of us, so we don't always get to cross paths in the evening. So, but Dredd will do more afternoon hangouts on his than I do. But yeah, you guys are absolutely always welcome. And people love your content and think you're so fun and love how sincere and genuine you are. I think that comes across in a lot of your posts, from the things that you've touched on yourself personally in your post, to your guys' relationship, and obviously the animal.
I want people to feel not only the love of the animals, but find some kind of understanding. And we're not going to pretend like everybody in the world right now is struggling with something. And if I can not only tie in animals, but make people feel understood with their emotions and feelings along with the process, that's why I share the personal stuff. Because I'm not the only one that's been through it, and some people are too scared to speak up and share.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There it is. There's the tagline. There's the snippet from the show. Right there.
You're preaching it right there. Right. I relate.
Don't get Joanna started on conspiracies.
I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
Please.
Actually, we're not even going to talk about anything today, but Phil can tell you from my Facebook that I'm not. I'm
Oh man.
Me and Jojo be vibing. Don't worry about it. We'll just leave that out.
I'm not a conspiracy
That's why I wore
theorist.
this shirt. It says, God is in the TV. And some people believe that. So I just wore that shirt today as my own personal, you know.
I have been going off since 5 o'clock this morning. This is the first time I've smiled all day.
Okay, that conspiracy theory I'll agree with. Avril Lavigne is a clone. Or a robot. Or both.
Either way, she's pretty damn good looking. I'm okay with that.
Avril Lavigne is beautiful.
Probably I think a clone. A robot. Something's going on. But Bigfoot's real. I seen him. Okay, I seen him.
Bigfoot could be real. Anything's possible.
We do. KK, you're right.
Oh, this is awesome. This was great.
Oh man.
Thanks, Cheever. I know it dreads a little nuts over here sometime, but it's all good.
That makes it
You're
fun.
awesome.
That's what makes it fun.
You guys are
I've
awesome.
deep dived into all of this. Don't get me started.
I saw Bigfoot too. I saw me a squatch.
Hey, he's the hide and seek champion of the universe, Bigfoot.
That's a goddamn Sam Scrams. Anybody Trailer Park Boys? It's a goddamn Sam Scrams.
Captain, I haven't seen you in forever.
If you know, you know.
This is
No,
fun.
this is squirrel.
That was funny.
Look, that moonshine is good. All right.
Dred's the kind of person that would make moonshine. Don't you tempt him with a good time.
I can
I'm the type of
confirm
person
nor
that'll buy
deny.
it. So
I can't confirm nor deny that statement. Actually
Next week,
happened or did
I'll
not
have to be on
happen.
it with the
Probably
Dred
more than
can't read
likely
your
did
comments.
happen
Dred
versus
is
did not
blind.
happen.
He made rubbing alcohol. Now he's blind. So you're gonna have to talk to him. You can't read your comments anymore. I'm sorry.
Dred, don't let him bully you.
Beaver, you're probably right. I don't pay no attention to him.
Stick up for-
he's like, okay.
Hey, you know what? I don't pay no attention to him. You know, y'all can't hurt my feelings. But Cheever, you're right. I probably will be in the kitchen as soon as this ends.
Oh, don't worry, we will be too.
And it's funny because I always say to people, you can't hurt my feelings because anything you say to me, I've probably said to myself a million times.
That right? Right. I'm my own biggest critic, so
Yeah,
I'll hurt my feelings more than you ever can.
that's
No.
my motto.
Yeah.
KK, you're right on that.
I was in a group one time, right? Doing some therapies and stuff, and everybody was all worried someone's gonna judge me. And every time I go and visit somebody and talk to them, I'm listening. No one can judge you harder than you judge yourself.
Yeah.
Just know that. So it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It matters what you say to yourself and how you think to yourself. And boy, they look at me. No one's ever said that. I said, just think
Yeah.
about it. Every day you get up, think about it. And it
Well,
is. It's a
What I
thing.
always say also is look at where the opinion's coming from. Have
Right.
you paid any of my bills? Have you paid my car payment? Have you done any of these for me? You've never helped me in the slightest. You've never done. So why am I valuing
What
What-
someone else thinks. Yeah.
what you're thinking of me when you've brought not one bit of benefit to
Right.
my life in the
And maybe
slightest?
that other person is going through something and they just don't know how to express things.
It's
So
projection.
don't, just don't, yeah. Not
I got a good one for you. Hurting people hurt people.
Right.
Yep.
Hurt people hurt people. And it
Yeah.
sounds redundant, but if you think about it
It's true.
slowly,
It's
Rich,
so true.
I'm from Palm Beach County, and I've heard it all too.
Right, Cheever? Exactly. Kick rocks. I don't, yeah. You can't offend me or hurt my feelings.
Thank you, Court. You
Thank
too.
you guys. Yeah, we gotta get. I mean, not him, but I gotta get to bed soon.
Guys,
Yeah,
we love
yeah.
you.
Hey, we've kept you 2 hours.
Let me know.
anything longer, it's called holding you hostage. So we
Yeah.
can't do that.
Y'all
No, it's
come back
not. It's-
anytime. Wonderful animals you have over there. Y'all are kicking ass and taking names, and it shows. And what it shows. You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you.
We
Did
love
you
it.
guys have more fun tonight than the other time we will talk about?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He felt the same way
Yeah,
as me.
you guys rock. You're absolutely amazing as well. So
When I
yeah.
heard that, I felt terrible, and I was like, "No fucking way! Not on this watch. You're not doing it to my
Yeah.
people.
It-
We're gonna
it
make
was-
this right. We're gonna right this ship, and we're gonna leave a better taste in your mouth, so that people can, everybody, our people, your people, can all enjoy it. So you deserve
Yeah.
it. Thank you for sharing your time with us tonight.
Of course. Thank you. We
Good night,
appreciate
everyone,
it.
and we'll see you on here, and we'll talk to you guys and keep interacting. And whoever followed us tonight, we'll get you back. We'll be following everyone back tonight. So.
You bet. You bet.
All right, guys.
Cool. Thanks, Jeevers. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Cheever.
Thanks again for the work
Take care,
schedule,
everybody.
Alex. I appreciate you, brother.
Of course. It was actually an honor. I loved it. It was fun.
And
Thank
actually,
you.
it gave me more time with him because he got to take off. So.
Yay! Well, you two enjoy the rest of your night. Get some sleep, get some rest, and we'll holler at you
Thank
soon.
Good night,
All right,
guys.
thank
Good night,
you.
Edgar.
Bye.
Good night.
See ya. What a cool show, right?
Very fun. Very cool animals.
That was cool.
Very cool setups they got going. I mean, they're into it. This is so cool.
Yep.
Just hobby keepers, and I mean, it's amazing. Just the knowledge they have and what they're doing is super awesome.
Yeah, and
It's
they
like-
never
it's
come
like
across
going
as
to-
like some expert. They just share their experience
Yeah.
with you and what works and doesn't work. And by the sheer fact of the volume of animals and repetition, they become experts and they don't even realize it. And they can share that with people who learn from them as well,
Yeah.
which is super cool. And they're so fun and approachable. You know,
And they're
that's
fun. Their content's good. Yeah, they're just solid, just good, fun people. Love them. Love them.
Let's see here. How can
Yeah, dude.
I?
But yeah, definitely. Let's get into the aquatics thing, a little more. Get into some fish and, let's just do it. Let's roll with it.
Definitely, Edgar, for sure, for
Roll
sure.
with it and have fun with it. Come on.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate you.
Come on. Rich has always got us 1,000.
So we're gonna branch off, huh? We've never painted ourselves entirely, like I said, as just a reptile thing, and we've
No,
got.
I might say that the number one reptile, but you're right. I'm open. We're open to anywhere. It's the hobbyist, the exotic pet, right? Naughty business, exotic pet, exotic animal.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. Like, is that what's gonna set us apart?
I think so.
That could, we're not just a cat fancy channel. We're not OnlyFins. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we're right.
we're not just strictly business and dreadnought pythons, but Naughty Business is a show that maybe showcases different backgrounds. I mean, maybe we've got show bunny breeders that come on and show us their amazing Angolan flop ears.
Yeah, I mean, we can take it anywhere. I mean, all the pets, and we can go anywhere we want because we haven't just. This is it. This is our circle. We're not. It's not what we want.
That's right, Rich. We are not. You are.
We're not a
correct, sir.
one-trick pony, right? This is not a one-horse show. We can 5 or 6 horses, some goats, some pigs, birds, lions, tigers, catfish.
Hey, I already know a goat expert. We'll have Lynn on here.
Right.
She won't get on
See,
camera though.
We can take this all kind of directions. This is right. We just got to have fun with it. So I don't
It
care.
seemed like a lot of people were
Hey,
supportive.
get me someone that's raising crawfish. Let's show it, right? Let's do what you know what I'm saying. It don't matter where we want to go with it. Variety is key.
I think that might make it more interesting and relative. And I mean, every reptile person I see, guess what they have? A dog or a cat or both.
Yep.
All of them. Every one of us, because we're pet
Somebody's
lovers.
got something. Dude, I had birds, man.